Okay, so hello and welcome everyone to my first ever session in a ROTAX and my first ever actual day in a ROTAX, because this is not just one session, this is about like 5, I think. Yeah, I'll talk more about how it felt later. For now, as you can see, I'm waiting in the pits, looking around on wets, because the track was wet. Well, not wet, not like thunderstorm wet, it was just simply that there was a wet layer. There was no dry line yet, I think, so we just took wets, of course. We have to take wets, as my coach is checking if the GoPro is working, because the GoPro was very useful on this day. Also, we're waiting in the pits because 1, we're waiting for our coach to let us drive, and 2, I forgot my neck protector from the car, so my dad is running for it pretty much. Well, just going to give it to me in a second. So now we're just waiting and sitting. I have no idea how the car will feel. I have no idea about anything actually, and I'm waiting because I'm not going out without my neck protector in a ROTAX. In a rental I would say, yeah, nah, I'm just gonna go, I don't care. But in a ROTAX, especially when it's my first time, yeah, hell nah, man. I would rather wait. Also, this is a fairly old footage now, because it's from last year, around I think October, something like that. It's quite old. It's either November or October. Anyway, it's old, and this does not show what I actually do right now as I get my neck protector. And I turn the card on for the first time, and I go very slowly in the pits, of course. Just go slowly in the pits, no reason to go fast. Checking if anyone is coming. The track is, well, no one is coming, the track's not empty. And I press the gas pedal and I almost spin out in the straight. The feeling of a ROTAX kart pushing you, giving out its power, is magical. Like I said, this is old footage, so don't look at my driving too much, because it's bad. Like, I watched this like twice just to check if everything is kind of as I want it to be, and I got depression from the wet lines, because the only ever wet session I did before this, or at least where it was slightly wet, was on a rental in Emsburen, and as we come to the first big braking zone, I spin it and bin it into the wall. And the kart is giving a lot of power, which, well, the car was, the car was not having fun. I'm mad. I don't know why I'm still sitting in the kart, but I finally decide to get out of it in a very unconventional way. But I decide to push it out because I'm beached. I'm very mad at myself. I'm also stressed because I know how expensive this is. I know how expensive a kart is. And the first big braking zone, I bin it into the wall. That's not very nice. That's not very nice. That's not very good, you know. So I push it out, I turn it back on. Luckily there was no damage somehow, as we see a very sped up clip here, because my driving is terrible, so I just started to clip, because there's nothing interesting as I let people do and stuff. Anyway, back to my point. The only real wet-ish laps I have done were on slicks in a rental, on a track that feels like ice when it's wet, and it's beautiful, of course, as I spin. So I had no idea what to feel as I go into the wall again, this time later, and in the corner, and I spin again. And I asked my coach, okay, so how much of a rain line do I take? Well, a lot, you know, and so that's what I did. I went very offline, a bit too much. Those lanes, don't use them. I'm just gonna say that as I go back into the pits actually, because I thought, hey, I've went into the wall twice. Is the thing damaged? And well, nothing was damaged, luckily. And my coach just told me here, like, hey, if nothing feels damaged, then nothing is damaged. If you don't hear anything or don't feel anything, just keep driving. If there's anything, I will call you in. And I was like, sure, call you in, doesn't show me with a finger or anything, like, hey, did. So that was a very important lesson in my life. And I go out, break 100 meters clearly. I don't even know how to do that. I have no idea what to say about that. It's just terrible, really. That's also a reason why we skip a lot from the first session, because yes, as usual, as you can see, we're coming back into the pits. The rest of the session pretty much went the same as my other 2-3 laps that you saw. It was spinning, crashing, spinning, crashing. Okay, maybe not really crashing, it was really just touching the wall and stuff. There was no real thing, no real problems, there was no damage after that. And now on to the next session we go. You can see those are slicks on that I have on. The track dried out a lot in, like, what was it, 20 minutes? No, I don't know how much it was, but there were a lot of karts on track. The track just dried out very quickly. There were some wetter bits, but none of them were in the important bits of corners. So now, going out on slicks for the first time, and holy shit, this thing has a kick, I almost spin again. As a person looks over to me like, what the hell is this guy doing? Yeah, the ROTAX has a kick. I know there are cars that have a bigger kick, like Casey. But for someone that came from rentals that went maybe 70 kilometers per hour, that was probably the fastest I went in a rental. As I almost went into the wall down there. It was a kick. The wind and everything as we run wet once again. Yeah, I have to get used to the brakes here. I don't trust them at all, and that was also one thing that really cost me that day. I did not trust the brakes at all. I do trust them now. I brake like... I can't give you an estimate, but I brake way later and way more confidently than I ever did. But, of course, makes sense, because now I know how the brakes actually work. And I actually warm up my tires. And as I go into the straight, for my first ever dry lap, we had 160 miles per hour. We brake way too early, but way not enough. I mean, yeah, I had no idea how to really brake in a kart. At least not in a race kart, but in a pro kart, ROTAX I should say, because pro karts are completely different things. And I brake completely late and wrong again. And yeeted into a wall. And my coach told me too, like, hey, unless you really hit it at a really awkward angle, there's no damage. So I hit it at a really awkward angle, and there was no damage. As I tried to push the cart out, I pretty sure just tried to drive it out, but I pushed it out. I also sped up the clip a little bit because it's just painful. And I got back into it, I turn it on. I go, and hello, that over there is my friend, who also spun. So, now we're kind of next to each other. I also think he had some issues with his engine or something. I don't remember it quite really, but there was something with his kart. That wasn't really the reason why he spun, he just spun because he had a skill issue. But, really, can you blame him? It's also his first time in ROTAX, and yeah, I won't go too hard on him, as I really wide. I posted a lap actually on TikTok from the last session of the day, but I pretty much missed every single apex, and that was also like 7 times off, or almost a second off my best lap that day. And people were like, bro, do you know what an ROTAX is? Or this shite or some shit. Did people just forget it's my first fucking time? Like I stated in the TikTok, hey, it's my first time driving. And this is not my best lap. And everyone went crazy. This community can be very toxic. As you know. Anyway, this time I don't send them into the bangers. Also, I did wire a line there because the apex of the corner is wet. I think every other session after this was pretty much bone dry. But this session had some wet bits. But that wasn't bad, it was drivable. As I'm catching my friend actually, who's struggling. And I don't know if it was his engine here or just him being slower or both. But I was catching him. As I opened the radiator to get some air into the kart because my engine is hot. About that, don't mind my microphone going crazy because I don't know what it was, if it was loose or whatever, but it was not straight. As my friend is very slow and I think he also made a mistake. I go on the inside but I brake way too early and my friend just goes for it. As there's a car there in the wall. Then I think he tried to let me through, but I didn't quite go for it because there was another car coming. And then, yeah, not much. But I heard he decided to go really slow in the straight. I don't know what it was, if it was his car dying or him just thinking, hey, let me go straight, let me go slow in the straight. It was dangerous, but yeah. It was cool. I saw I got a little bit into with him after the session, like, hey, I am faster, this one's faster, let him go through. Especially when we work together because we're in one team and we don't want to pay for damages and stuff like that, you know. We're inexperienced, so if we end up together, let's let each other through. And we blamed it on the engine. There also was an issue with his engine, but yeah, this was a kart thing, you know, there still. I don't know what actually happened to the guy. I mean, he is good if I saw him driving later on, but I don't know what actually happened to him. He just went straight into a wall, I think. Yeah, not very optimal. As the guy is speaking, and I think I either missed the checkered flag, or I just went in late. And from what I'm seeing, I think I just missed the checkered flag, which yeah, happened on that day. I missed the checkered flag and went in a lap too late, so it was to a point where I was going into the pits and I saw the minis getting out of the pit. Yeah, so that's not very good. So yeah, that was a little bit of a dumb moment. I don't even remember if I just missed it or if I thought, oh, I see the finish flag, but I'm not gonna pit. I'm not sure, but as you can see on the right side of the screen, there are minis going out on track. Sure, you know, I think I wasn't the only one that missed the flag. Well, I'm not sure. But it was a big no moment, I'll call it that. Yeah, it did not go very well. My friend also missed the checkered flag once, as we go into the next session where it's already sunny, and as you can see it's dry, even in the pits. At least, which you can call dry, because yeah, no, it's dry, never mind. No puddles, no nothing, just go out and drive, and you learn the damn thing. Anyway, my friend also actually missed the flag once. That was because he was using human DRS or simply ducking on the straight. Useless, especially when you're learning a kart. Human DRS doesn't work that much, actually. It's barely a boost, it's more of a confidence boost, it's more of a mentality thing, not really an actual boost, unless the straight is really long and there's no one ahead of you, so you have no slipstream. Sure, maybe then, but even then it doesn't do too much, really, so yeah. And especially not in a practice session where you're just trying to learn the kart and just trying to drive in general. I don't know why he did that. The coach also told him like, don't do that. It makes no sense to do that. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the story. As I'm still braking way too early for turn 1 and go right then. What I think is happening here, because I'm not sure, I don't calculate anything. I think it's just that I chose as we passed my friend on the left, who decided to go straight into one. I don't know why or how he did that, but he went straight into one. As I go straight into the braking zone of the hairpin. Oh. Yeah, it's happening. Anyway, well, half happened. Like I was saying, what I think was happening in turn 1 was I had a completely wrong braking zone. Simply I broke way to 928. Oh, was that a 928 card? Yes, that was a 928 card. Okay, sure, someone has a 928. Why I'm so surprised that is because cards have different numbers as for different classes. For example, the 300 cards are ROTAXs, and depends on the cities, of course, but in general they're for ROTAX cards. What in the world? Okay, that's a 928. Anyway, I go straight again and I almost go into a guy. Sorry mate, didn't mean to do it. Yeah, I didn't get my braking zone right there. I also apologized with sticking my hand up. But yeah, I didn't quite get my braking zone right because I learned how to take big speed. I was told by my coach to try and follow that guy, as he's fast, but yeah, I'm struggling with the brakes, as you can see, as an animal car passes me. Well, what the problem is in turn 1, as I tried to say, to complete my stay for the 4th time now. I brake way too early and way not enough. I brake like if it's a, well, as what, like I guess a rental. I just don't brake hard enough. So I brake way too early and not hard enough. So I brake enough to make the corner but not to make it fast. So I just slide and stuff. At least that's what I think is happening. I'm not fully sure, but that's most likely what's happening. As now I finally take a safe approach into the corner. I also know I'm supposed to take the brake from on the left, not here in the big braking zone. As I go over the curb and my chain falls off. Great session! That's the first ever damage I've done to a kart. And it's not my own kart because this was a test kart, which was what it's called, loaned I guess to me. It's not my own kart, it's someone's kart, but it's really old and it's used as a test kart for the team to see if you're worth it. But little did I know, somehow I am, because I am in that team right now. They saw something somehow as I tried to push the kart onto the grass, which is a pretty dumb move because I just beached it right here. I should have just let it be where it was. I don't know why I was still trying to do something. Even then, I probably should have just picked up the front and just rolled it onto the grass. It was dumb what I did. Anyway, simply said, 14-1, I don't brake hard enough. I brake way too soft, I guess, and way too early. At least here I did. Yeah, and that's pretty much what causes the problem of turn 1. As I decide to go into the marshal post and turn off the GoPro, because I'm not gonna record like 5 or 10 minutes of standing still. As my dad and mechanic take the cart off, because I'm a stickman and I cannot pick the cart up. Actually, I can't get it from the car onto the road, but I cannot get it from the road onto the car. Cart, whatever, you get my point, I think. So my dad is doing it for me. Yeah. Anyway, we go out for another session. I think this was a really short session. It was like 5 minutes, I think, because we went out very late, as you could see in the pits. There were me's waiting to go out, so we went out very late, actually. I think it was because we had a lunch break right there, just to eat something and stuff and to get a bit of rest, and not just drive 24/7. So when we were ready to go out, it was like the last 5 or 7 minutes of the session, as I barely take the curb there. That's the curb I was talking about. I should take the curb fully, but I didn't because of 2 reasons. 1, I didn't quite have the balls. 2, I really jumped it and my back started to hurt. So I don't know if I want to hurt my back too much, and I know it was just a test session anyway for now. I don't have to do it, but in race cycle. Also, now that I have my own cart, I have some type of foam, cushions, stuff on it to, you know, cushion it, I guess, cushion the hit, which helps a lot actually. It's really nice, and it also helps me to stay in the seat, because I'm very light and thin, so it's easy for me to fly out of the seat in bumps, and that foam type thing just helps me stay in the seat. So that's another thing. Also, funny story, I think Lando Norris had something like to keep him in the cart, you know, because he also kept flying out. I think it was Lando, I'm not sure though, but I think it was. He had some type of I forgot what it's called. It's not zip ties, I don't know why I have zip ties in my head. Anyway, he had something that just kept him in the seat, because he kept flying out. I'm not sure if it was Norris though, that might be wrong there, but I think it was. You can look it up, it's quite easy to find. I'm not gonna add it in the video, because I just want to upload it. Because it has taken me ages to actually do the voiceover for this, what is video with my dog wanted me to do. Hello there. Why it took me so long is because 1, I was busy with school, and can you please not cry here? Thank you. Because of school, and because of karting itself. So now that I finally found a bit of time, I'm doing it. I'm just like, what, 4 or 5 months late? As my dog is stealing something from me, great. Yeah, nothing special happened in this session. Really, it was just me driving, being better driving, letting a junior through, actually 2 juniors. And as you can see, I'm a bit faster in the straight, but I let them through because I just don't want to be around people yet. I'm too scared, I guess. Now I'm not. Now I race everyone, even shifters. I actually was able to race a shifter once, but anyway, I just let them through because they're faster in the corners. I can steal their lines, and I know I will be able to kind of keep up with them because I am faster in the straights. At least usually I am. Depends on the gear ratio. I don't remember what gear I had on here. Talking about gears, the reason why my chain fell off is because where was I? Okay, so I have no idea what that was about. Something just made out of noise. Anyway, maybe it's a neighbors. Look close. Anyway, my dog is being erratic. He's having his moment. Anyway, back to our story. The reason why my chain fell off is one, I took too much curb. I don't think I'm even supposed to take that curb. But because I took so much of the curb, I think a stone picked up and went into the chain. And I didn't have a chain protector on, as the finish while this being shown. I don't have a chain protector on. How is it called, the chain protector? It's a thing that is slightly bigger than the gear, so it protects the gear and the chain from stones. It's not fully foolproof, I guess. At least I don't think it is, but it's better than nothing. And that's the reason why my chain fell off. So I would, if I was you, I would invest in a chain protector because those things are handy. Because they might protect your chain. Wow, that's kind of the whole point of the thing. Yeah, that's it's not so optimal. That wasn't very optimal, of course. My coach also wasn't, my coach and mechanic, of course, also wasn't very happy with it because, well, one, I missed out on quite a lot of track time actually. I think it was like 10-15 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but actually is quite a bit. As my dad is getting ready to pick up the car together with my coach. And now on to the final session of the day. Still no confidence, but it's still a little bit more as me and my friend try to go out at the same time. He lets me through. Very nice. I check if there's no more coming. I don't see anyone coming, so I just go out. I don't think I'm seeing anyone like that. I don't know, because I have a video that's 480p in front of me instead of the actual resolution. Anyway, I go wide actually. Well, that's not very optimal. How did that happen, dude? Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. I'm talking a lot of bullshit right now. So let's maybe talk about what's happening right now with karting as and thingy podcast as well. That may be actually about the whole day, I found. The experience of a ROTAX is something amazing. Of course, there are different karts that are faster and better, usually. But, like I said earlier in the video, for someone that came from rentals to a ROTAX Senior in a week, because I think a week before or 2 weeks before I had my last rental race in a championship from Den Haag. So that was big for me, you know. It was something amazing, and I'm so happy that I can do this. Well, I wanted to say without problems, but of course this sport is still expensive, so yeah, as I let my friend flee. I'm just happy that I can do this. It's such an amazing sport, it's such an amazing experience. It's just amazing, that's what it is. even though I didn't do so well back then, now I do quite well actually, but anyway, even though I didn't do quite that well that day, I still enjoyed it as my friend just spins there. I still enjoyed it a lot. It was something very fun, very cool, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of stress, and a lot of fun, of course. So, yeah, what can I say? It's such an amazing experience. And yeah, now I of course have my own kart. It's a 23 chassis actually. From 2024, I mean by that. That's what I mean by that. And I'm still learning a lot because I still am. I'm still not exactly on pace, but I'm not too far off. But neither. I'm doing good. At least what you can call good. And actually, I'm gonna have my first ever race in a ROTAX on Saturday. At least that time's when this video will come out. I'm guessing it will either come out on Wednesday or Saturday. No, not Saturday. Thursday or Tuesday. So somewhere around Wednesday, maybe even Friday. Anyway, also depends if it will be in the same week, but like I said, I will have my first ever race in a kart on Saturday, because, and I say Saturday and not Sunday because it's a 1 day race week, 1 day championship. Of course, it's not like the championship only has 1 race, it has 5 races. It's the Kart for Fun championship in the Netherlands. And I will be racing there for Montfort Motorsport in my own kart with the number 321 as a 324 passes me. That's actually quite fun. yeah, that's what I mean. What I mean. Anyway, wrong word. Anyway, it's just something that I'm so happy I can do. Because it's just fun, maybe, and it's rewarding. But when you actually drive a kart fairly fast, of course I'm not on the limit yet, but I'm not too far off it either. When you drive a kart fast, it's so fun, it's so, I guess, rewarding, because the feel you get is amazing. Of course, the same goes for pretty much anything, but yeah, there's no but. I haven't driven anything else yet other than a kart. At least not raced anything else yet. Not a car, not a Formula car, not anything, so can't say how everything else feels, but it can't be much different, right? Damn it. Watch me prove myself completely wrong in like 5 years maybe. That's very optimistic, but you get my point, I think. It's just so fun, so rewarding, so yeah, so cool. It's fun, you know. I also made a lot of friends because of karting. I learned a lot because of it. Well, of course I did, but I mean I learned cars and stuff because of course an engine is still an engine, and the width and stuff still. It's the theory of like making the car wider will translate into the same thing in a car, not only in it showed that person and stuff. I'm talking a lot of crap right now, but yeah. Yeah. It's such a cool experience. I almost spin there. It's also very tiring, of course, because there's a lot of traveling, because a lot of, well, neck pain, if I can call it that. yeah, the neck pain is quite a problem really. I don't have problem with anything, like my legs are chilling after a day usually. After a day of driving and like doing like at least, I don't know, 300, 400 laps. My legs are they're chill, usually my arms aren't too tired, depends on the track, but usually they aren't too tired. It's usually what my neck that's killing me the day after on the same day sometimes even. So that's something I have to work on. That's also the reason why the session was ended a bit earlier. But that's not the only reason, but we'll come back to that in like 5 minutes because that's when the video ends. At least the footage ends. Yeah, I really have to train my neck. People say this isn't a sport, but really, they either have never driven a kart or only a rental one. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and defend it now. But if you have done it, you know it's a sport. Or you just know the feeling of it really well, you know? Because that's also a thing. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just sitting here in silence because I know what to say. Maybe I should probably just cut this. But I'm not gonna because I am done with trying to make this video any better than it has to be. It's still a bad video, but it's at least something. Because my YouTube is dead, my TikTok is a bit more alive, but yeah, that's it really, you know. Yeah, I guess enjoy a couple of laps around Hank. Actually, wait, we're going back into the pits. What? Why am I going to the pit? Oh yeah, my coach called me into the pits to check the tire pressure, I think. Yeah, I thought it's gonna be driving till the end, but it's not, so great. My coach is just gonna check the tire pressure, I think. So I'll just speed this up, because it's nothing important really. I mean, tire pressures are very important in karting. That's like one of the most important bits of setup. And my coach is also explaining where I can improve. And yeah, just waiting. I finally go out. And boom. Okay, wait, I thought, okay, yeah, I was confused there for a second. Like I said, this footage is funny. So yeah, if I take way too much go, holy no, I went over the grass! Mate, that's not, I mean, I know people said you're supposed to take care, but not that much. Holy moly! What the hell? Yeah, it's, yeah, that was a bit too much code. I touched the grass also. Yeah. Also, you're not supposed to take any curb, I think, in turn 1, and if, then barely. I'm not sure. I'm also no professional. I've also only been really driving around, parking one side, low-key. My tongue is killing me. My throat. Whatever. You get the point. Yeah. I wanted to say something, but everything that came out was really so great. So it's the final minutes of the footage and of the video probably. because my GoPro died. It decided it had enough for the day. Yeah, the battery died, simply said, and it had nothing in it anymore. As my head is trying to fall off, as my neck is tired, and I'm Junior comes out of the pits, and I actually had a little bit of a fight with the Junior, but not too much of a fight. But we sadly can't see it because right here the GoPro dies. This is the moment where it dies, and you might think, holy moly, you did a very cool dive. Yeah, no, I didn't. That's it. Goodbye.